It's 3 in the key. We're back. We got a good one today for y'all. We're going to talk about Mike Malone and the Nuggets. Jokic said the beast might have been awoken, but what happened there? Why we fire our coach with 4 games left? We're going to figure that out. And then we're also going to figure out how many gun celebrations Ja has in the goddamn toolbox before the league tries to get him out of there. And if the league is actually going to go back and forth with a player like this. So join us. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Podcast video. My name is Kaim, and I'm the host. That's finally done with technology issues, brother. We finally got the new computer, bro. I won't be going in and out. My Wi-Fi won't be dropping. The goddamn VPN won't be messing up. Everything was bad, bro. These boys were dealing with it. We're finally back.
My name is Grant, and I'm the host. But honestly, I feel bad for Russell Westbrook, man. Imagine you just getting PT, got your coach fired. You just getting run, got your championship coach fired, man. I have to feel bad for him. He's a Hall of Famer, man.
What's up, y'all? I'm Jay. And my new soccer team with my coworkers took a fat L last night. And you know what? I don't want to play with them anymore.
Yeah, they might see this joint, bro.
Everybody's like, oh, we're gonna be so good. We're gonna be so good. I haven't been smacked like that in like a year.
Hey, your brother's only 0-1. It's only 0-1.
Yeah, one
All right, bro. We'll see.
Y'all gotta get used to each other chemistry.
Yeah.
Let's wait for team chemistry.
Bro, they're gonna watch this joint, bro. You know, on 2K, like you answer a media question, it'll be like minus 2,000 fans.
It's minus 20%, but plus 10,000 fans.
Nah, for real, bro.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, man. Let's hop right into the Nuggets talk. So the Nuggets, obviously, seeds like 2 through 8 for a long time were all bunched up in the West, but the Nuggets were right there near the top of that bunch. 3 seed, 4 seed. But they kind of had a hot streak before they had a cold streak. They lost 4 in a row, including a couple that they really shouldn't have lost. Like Westbrook gave up one to the Timberwolves with the missed layup and then the 3-point foul. I forget what happened in the other loss. It's slipping my mind. I just had it. But they lost a couple of real heartbreakers, 4 overall. Mike Malone's fired, bro. Championship 2 years ago to fired. What do y'all think about this, bro? 4 games left in the season, he's fired. Is this actually going to make the Nuggets better going forward?
No, it's not. I'm here to tell you right now, no. But no, I think it's a crazy firing because, like,
That's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
wait to the end of the season. Like, you have to go 4 games for the playoffs when you're a top 3-4 seed in the West, which is honestly, contrary to popular belief, I think the top 5 seeds in the West, if they make it out the West, could contend for a championship.
Yeah.
I think they're all kind of at the same level. So, I mean, and you have Jokic on your team, so it's like always are going to be able to contend for a championship. I just don't know why they would mess up the chemistry right now. Of course, they're sliding, but they weren't even sliding that bad.
They're still in a good spot.
You went from 2nd to 4th and like went down 2 games, and you fire your coach because of that. So I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know. So they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird move. And didn't they fire their GM too? They said, matter of fact, we're cleaning. We're clean. Yeah, they said y'all boys can go. I'm like, dang, is the owner gonna coach? Like, what's going on, bro? There has to be a plan. If you fire the coach and GM, you're in the middle of the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're actually a contender, and you both of them. I guess I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't know. Like in this situation, I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's really crazy to me, and I don't think championship coaches should really be getting fired like that. And like, yo, you're 2 years past the championship and you get fired, bro. They gave Doc Rivers like 8 years per team.
Nah, championship coaches
I don't understand.
It's starting to become an epidemic, bro. Honestly, because if we just go back, this might be every coach now except for the Celtics. Like since the bubble, since the turn of the century, 2020, Frank Vogel, he's fired. 2021, the Bucks won. Holzer's fired. 22, it was the Nuggets. Yeah. And now Jokic got fired. Or not Jokic, Mike Malone. So then, 2023, Celtics won, and we'll see what happens. No. I'm missing a year.
You skipped
I skipped the Warriors. Steve Kerr is a good, solid man. But that's because the Warriors are a serious organization. So I'm serious, that's half the coaches. Half the coaches that have won a championship this decade have been fired. Do y'all think this is is this a social media thing where people are like, oh, they're taking losses too heavily because so many people can talk about it and goddamn tweet at you and sing Fire Nico in the goddamn stadium.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Nico still has a job, by the way. Nico still has a job. So I think there's other things that go on beyond, like behind the scenes. Jokic had mentioned it. He was like, "Yeah," he was like, "They told me
Mm-hmm.
first, but they kind of just told me." Like they didn't say, "Oh, Jokic, was it you?" Like originally, people were like, "Yeah, Jokic made the call. Jokic just got him up out of there." He was like, "No, the ownership told me," and I was just like, "All right, it's already
Yeah,
done. Like, what do you want
he
me to
pulled up.
say?"
Bro, for some reason, I feel like a lot of times when the players sound media trained, like you kind of believe him, but you don't really believe him, bro. When I heard Jokic say that, I kind of believed him. And I was like, I mean,
I
yeah,
believe him.
okay, that's cool. But he also didn't sound super disappointed.
Yeah, no, he wasn't super
Exactly.
disappointed, but he wasn't super happy either. I think he's good either way, bro. You know, if they lose in the playoffs early or something happens, he gets to go play with his
Yeah,
horses
bro. He's
sooner.
like,
Like,
I
I
mean,
mean,
look, he's like, I'm here for a paycheck,
he's like,
bruh. That man is just like a. They said he's a 9 to 5 guy. He just pulls up like that. Can I get my check, bro? He just happens to be great at it.
I think social media has got the coaches cooked, man. Because you just think about it, like 2 years. They weren't even out of the playoffs. They weren't even a bad team. So I think it had to be something else. I don't think it's an Ime and Dogo situation because that'd be
Hilarious.
crazy. But no, everyone's saying it was the Russell Westbrook like rotation and like the minutes and all that. I just hate to say it, like, why did they just change that? Why did they just tell him like, yo, stop playing Russell Westbrook as much? Like they could have just said that. They laid him off. Like that makes no
well,
sense.
that's why something was happening behind the scenes. Like, they fired the GM too, bro. I'm pretty sure there was like a report that was like, "Yo," the GM was like, yeah, bro. I'm tired of seeing Russell Westbrook on the floor in late game situations." And Mike Malone, you know, he did what he did, but yo, fire him, keep the GM. Like,
For
it's
real,
just a
bro.
little weird
Because
to me.
I was watching First Things First, bruh. And y'all know Chris Broussard. He was saying that he actually made some calls to talk to some people in the league. And that the GM, Calvin Booth, and the coach don't get along. They weren't getting along. They weren't seeing eye to eye. But I've never seen it so bad where you had to fire both. Like, bro, owner didn't even choose a side. He was like,
Yeah,
you know what? I can't choose a side, bro. Y'all boys being unprofessional. You're fine. Like, it's time for the playoffs. Y'all boys are arguing. It probably was something very similar, Jay, to what you said. Obviously, this is all speculation, but GM is probably like, hey, yo, what you think about playing the young guys a little more, bro? Keep playing Westbrook. And coach is probably like, are you the coach? Yeah, like, yo, how about you get the players and I coach the team? And if I started beeping, and obviously on social media, all the interviews have been going around. They also say Mike Malone is like he's a good coach, but he's an old school coach. So he's actually going to tell you about yourself. He's actually going to yell at you. He's actually going to call you out. But he
well,
was
he's
like,
old.
yo, I saw one
Mhm.
interview. He was like, yeah, bro. I mean, my players, you can't get these boys to watch film, bro. They watch no film, dog. You got to put it
Yeah,
right in front of them. Like, so it's very possible the players just get tired of it. I mean, I hate that too. I actually hope that part is not the reason, bro, because I do feel like a coach does not follow you around in your personal life, bro. A coach being tough during basketball practice and basketball games, I feel like that's reasonable. That's good coach. Yeah,
reasonable.
but
He's doing
that,
his.
I kind of want to get back to this Russell Westbrook slander, bro. I feel like the man wasn't even playing bad. Like, okay, the man had a few bonehead plays, but doesn't any
yeah,
player have bonehead plays? Doesn't any player have plays like, oh, that
yeah,
lost the game? It's like, dang, that lost the game. I mean, the man put the effort in. The man put the effort in. And he wasn't, I mean, he was averaging like 14 and
yeah.
like
And it's not
7 or
like
8
they got a
assists.
superstar on the bench.
Yeah,
He had, mhm,
I mean,
limited minutes, good defense. What do you want?
he made some foolish plays, but if you watch the games and look at the like a box score after, you're like, well, he actually had like a
Who was
decent
making
game
so
for a
many
guy who's
mistakes?
like, you know, yeah, a guy who's making so many mistakes. Like, he's still putting up numbers and actually doing pretty well. The night of the Timberwolves,
Yeah,
bro. If you take away those plays and maybe some threes he should have not taken or made, like, he had a good
yeah.
game.
He had a good game. Shot efficiently. Did everything he needed to
I
do.
think
Yeah,
So
I think one of the issues is probably two issues. Probably the guys that play after him. These guys aren't super famous, but like Strother, like I mean, Peyton Watson and Christian Brown already play, but like some of those guys off the bench, they're young, and it's possible that they're just like, hey, Westbrook's not a star anymore. Let's see if the young guys can play. Like, let's just see because they're younger instead of playing Westbrook. But then two, I feel like it was probably making it harder on the entire offense, especially with Jamal Murray being hurt, because the way they're going to be guarded with Westbrook is basically 405. Like the defense is so happy every time Westbrook pulls up for three. So they're basically Ben Simmons and him disrespecting him. The only difference between Russ and Ben Simmons is that Russ is very mentally strong. So like he doesn't care about all of that. Like he's still gonna keep shooting. Like it's cool, which I respect, but it's cool when they were like helping off one guy. They were kind of helping off Aaron Gordon. He would cut the baseline, but now they're helping off every which way, bro. Jokic just putting up 60 something points. We can't even win the game. I do think also that stretch of games where Jokic was averaging like 40, 15, and 12, and they were losing. It's very possible that the owner might have also just made a split second, maybe emotional decision. Like, yo, this is ridiculous. Like what? Like yo, this is ridiculous, bro. I'm trying to win out here. If he puts up 60 and 20, we have to win that game. But I do feel very, very bad for Westbrook because first game with a new coach, they said he tied his season low in minutes. They literally say he tied his season low. 16 minutes has been his lowest since December, bro. And those are the only two times that happened.
Yeah, bro. You're not gonna fire me, bro. I'll do whatever.
Because bro, you don't have time to change the schemes. So that's probably his major adjustment as the new coach.
Yeah.
I still just don't understand. Strasser, what's his name? Isn't better. He's not better. He's not better. No one on that bench is better than Russell Westbrook. So it bewilders me.
They gotta play god dang.
Yeah, they're about to play
Watson more.
He gets burned. Watson gets like 20 minutes a game. He gets burned.
All right. Now he's about to get like 28
minutes around a little bit. I'm looking at the roster now. Zeke Naji. Yeah, he's about to come in.
They want Trey Alexander in the game.
That guy's a two-way guy.
He's young, bro.
No, you gotta give him
some development minutes.
Let's be honest. The roster isn't good. It's Jokic and Jamal Murray. Aaron Gordon cutting baseline.
When it comes down to it, the roster's not good. They keep dealing with whenever one or basically if one of their major players gets injured, the team's cooked.
Yeah. Can't sustain one injury, bro. And what's weird is this year they really should have popped because Aaron Gordon is shooting the three like he's got dang prime Steph Curry. Like Aaron Gordon is hitting that joint half the time. So they really should have took off, but it's been a lot of injuries. I also think I feel bad that they got fired in a season where, to be honest, because you have Jokic, if they had no injuries, like Aaron Gordon's missed games, Jamal Murray's missed games, with no injuries, they will probably be fighting for the 2 seed. Like, they would be up there. The Nuggets aren't, like, I would not want my team to play the Nuggets, bro. People are acting like, oh, the Nuggets got fired. They're the best playoff matchup. I never want to see Nikola Jokic,
That's not true, bro.
I never want to see Nikola Jokic, bro.
Yeah. You do want to see that second unit for the Nuggets. You do want to.
They have also. The's been this trend in the league, interestingly, except for the Celtics, which I applaud them for now. I told y'all, systemically destroying your championship roster, one brick at a time. The Lakers have done it. The goddamn Bucks have done it. Even now, the Warriors have done it. Now it might work in that case, but they blow up their squad. Every team that wins just decides, you know what? We'll just blow up our squads right now. And the Nuggets are like, hey, we don't need KCP. It's all good. Ship them out. And now they just, and it might be a salary cap thing, but I just kind of feel like if you win the championship, bro, just run it back. Unless you got one of those lucky joints, like everybody was injured. But, bro, if you win a real championship, which I feel like the Nuggets did, I mean, obviously in the finals it was kind of easy against the Heat, but they had to go through the real West. Bro, they beat AD and LeBron in the conference finals. Like, just run it back. Keep it calm. That's why I respect the Celtics, bro. They're keeping it calm, and they're probably going to win.
Yeah, that's a good organization right there.
Guys, y'all saw Jokic drawing up the play, bro?
Bro, the new coach was like, dang, I've never been in this position before.
Like, the new coach was over there.
He was just watching. He's like, yeah, it makes sense to me.
Imagine you're the assistant, and then you're the head coach. Like, no preparation, no trading. Yo, you've been promoted.
Your job used to be track fouls and pull the head coach back so he doesn't get a tech. Now you actually have to throw in some boys.
The coach has a hectic job mentally, bro. Watch the game, figure out what needs to happen tactically, but also, okay, how many fouls do these people have? When do I need to use my timeouts, bro? Oh, shoot. The game's going a little different. We thought this man was going to get no minutes, but we actually need a shooter out there to counter this. Like, being a coach is very challenging, bro. I was sitting there, bro, helping my dad. I was being the assistant coach of my little brother's little league team, and I'm like, how is this better than being a fan? Like, bro, I just want to watch the hoops, bro, and yell from the sideline what I think's happening. Like, yo, box out. I don't want to actually like hop into the X's and O's, bro. Because they're
About the
playing
clipboard.
zone too. So my dad's like, yo, run the screen. I'm like, bro, it's a zone.
Hey, you can't tell kids to shoot them out of it.
Bro, they literally can't. They don't have the capability. So being a coach is hard. He's a coach right now, so he probably will lean on it. Like, he's probably not feeling offended at all that Jokic drew up a play. He's like, yeah, appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, he's a career
He was
assistant
on the
coach,
bench
bro.
when Jokic was drawing the play, bro. He was on the other side of the bench with a laptop. I was like, bro, I've never seen a head coach with a laptop in the middle of the bench.
He was asking ChatGPT. I'm now the head coach of the Denver Nuggets. How can
What place should I run?
what should I buy?
Nah, that's actually funny. What the heck? All right, Mike Malone, they fired their coach. Hopefully it works out. Grizzlies fired their coach too, which is an interesting segue because now we talk about Trigger Ja. Ja Trigger, man. Ja Morant, man. So, Buddy Hield made the gun celebration towards him a couple of weeks ago. He makes the gun celebration back. And I'm pretty sure they lost that game too. But he does that in the clutch. The league, they just talk to him. Hey, bro, we've had some incidents with you and guns. So let's just calm that down. We don't want people thinking that's what we stand for. He's like, you know what? Bet. Hit a game winner the next night, do it again. So I respect, if you're going to hit a game winner, fine. So they fined him $75K. And now he's just coming out the woodwork with every goddamn weaponry you can think of. I think the other day, either last night or the day before, I saw him do a grenade celebration.
The grenade one was great though. I'm not gonna lie. The grenade one was kind of tough, bro. He took that thing off, threw it.
So, there's a couple different angles to this, but first, do y'all actually think that it's fair that the league is telling Ja not to do this at all? Y'all think they're gonna keep they're gonna?
I don't think they should, bro. He's one of their young stars. He's one of the reasons why people watch the Memphis Grizzlies. Nobody cared about the Grizzlies before Ja got there, bro. Like, oh, they had Mike Conley and Zach Randolph. Ooh, and grit and grind. Somebody wanted to watch that. Okay, maybe the old heads want to watch that type of basketball, but this is the new era, bro. Let them have fun. Let them celebrate. The issue is, if Adam Silver continues to do this, I personally think it's going to cast doubts on like how serious the NBA is. Like, yeah, he's doing finger guns. Okay, bro, this man beat his girlfriend. Like, what are we talking about here? Why is this a bigger story than that? Like, I'm gonna find Ja, I'm gonna suspend Ja for like he flashed a gun. Okay, bro, there's dudes in the league that shot people. Like, what are we talking about?
I actually agree. That's a good point. I had not thought about that. When you look at it comparatively, you're right.
He's celebrating. Like, they're actually doing bad things.
For almost as much time as Miles Bridges when he flashed the gun the second time. Yeah,
I think he sat more time.
I think it's the challenging of the league, bro. It's Adam Silver tells you what to do. It's dang near Massa told you what to do, and you didn't do it. So it's the challenging of the league. It's the challenging of like the authority. And I'm telling you right now, if anyone else did the grenade celebration, no one's going to care. No one's going to care.
If you're doing the gun celebration, no one cares.
But I think Adam Silver wants more control over the situation. Because I'll be honest, I don't think Ja's going to do anything crazy. I don't think Ja's going to do anything irrational. But he's going to do what he wants to do. He's shown that he's going to do what he wants to do. Even with the fines, he doesn't care. He's going to do what he wants to do. He did the grenade celebration after every single three he hit. So that was like 3 or 4 yesterday.
I mean, hey, bro, celebration.
It's creative.
It's tough.
It's tough.
I dang near want to see what he's going to do next. That might God dang
art. Yeah, bro, they said he has to bring out the bazooka.
Yeah.
See, I want to see what he could do too.
I do feel like in general this is not a big deal, but I feel like I have two separate things in my head. One, I think the league is getting egregiously soft when it comes to we're not allowing celebrations anymore. Like, bro, you can't even dunk on somebody and stare him down for 2 to 3 seconds, bro. Tech. You can't do anything, and I actually feel like whatever the league is trying to do, I actually feel like it's backfiring because I think more people will watch if they knew like the players could show real emotion. So from that standpoint, I'm like,
Yeah.
leave it alone, bruh. Let them be them. The issue is, bro, I can't possibly spend my mental energy defending Ja Morant. I'm not gonna lie, the type of person Ja Morant is, or the type of person he shows himself to be, I should say, it's not a guy that I'm gonna sit here and be like, yeah, bro, nah, they're just being mean to old Ja, bro. Ja's trying to get in trouble, so you're gonna get in trouble. Like they say, yo, don't put the gun on social media. You put the gun on social media. So you actively like whatever his genes are telling him the same thing that like my brain was telling me in middle school. Like, oh, my parents said don't do it, so I need to do it. And if that's the case, then it's perfectly fine. If I'm the league, I actually respect that. I'm not going to suspend him at all. I'm just going to start increasing those fines heavy, bruh. I might be like, all right, bet. We're going to turn the heat up a little bit. Okay. If he still does it, then we can just keep going up, bro. We can keep going up until it gets high. Only just because, honestly, I hate saying this. Because normally I'm for the workers, not the goddamn plantation owners. But in this case, bruh, he's just such a knucklehead, bro. He's just seemingly such a knucklehead that I'm dang near starting to become Uncle Ruckus about it. And I'm like, bruh, get this inward in order. God damn. Bro, he's starting to annoy me. I'll admit, so I'm completely biased, bro, because in general, I want players to celebrate, but with job, it seems like he wants to get in trouble, so just oblige him.
No, that's what they want you to think. They want you to hate on job because there's so many other weird things going on in the league. Right. Anthony Edwards paid 18 years of child support in a day.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Okay, let's say all right, that's his personal business, that has nothing to do with that's off the field issues, off the court. But like, yo, this guy's doing this.
There's people
This
going. I mean, there's crazy
guy's
stuff. Like there's multiple domestic violence threat. I mean,
there's, there's, there's still people
yeah,
gambling on themselves and on games. Like, yo, handle that
yeah,
stuff first, and then we can get back to Ja. And I did look it up. Miles Bridges was suspended 30
yeah,
games. Ja got 25. He got 5 more games, and he
yeah,
beat his
yeah.
girlfriend
Hey,
black and
bro,
blue.
we gotta
No,
look up how long Jackson Hayes got suspended. He might not even got suspended.
I don't think Jackson Hayes got
Yeah,
Like 1 or
suspended.
2 games, bro.
And he was on
bruh,
video.
Josh Giddey got his situation swept under the rug, and that's a goddamn federal crime. Yeah,
Oh, Josh Giddey's the
yeah.
greatest super in
I
Bulls
will
history since
admit,
MJ.
here's what I can say. Even though I'm just personally getting annoyed, I do think this is getting treated way differently. I do think this is getting treated way differently. And weirdly, I can't even say it's specifically about race because most of the people we're talking about are also black. But there's something that the media just has decided we don't really rock with Ja like that, bro. We don't. Because, bro, you're absolutely right. Even if you wanted to, like, even if you didn't like this about Ja, it's a small deal. Like he's still a hooper. All these other things that we've talked about, the media is scared to even mention. Like they don't even mention it at all when the player comes up, which I guess is cool. But then it seems
No, they
kind of
don't.
weird if we're gonna ignore the big stuff to then take what Ja's doing, which should really kind of be like a funny story and make it into like, bro, he needs counseling. He's got dang. That's what I be hearing on the mainstream media. They're like, bro, he's a fake thug, and it's like, bro. People, they do the celebration. They do the celebration. It's fun.
Mm.
I think a player should. I think a retired player or somebody that just doesn't care should start a podcast and start doing journalism on the things that the media doesn't talk about. Like if I was a retired player, bruh, and like let's say I got suspended for something that wasn't too crazy, day one I would have been talking about the Fox Sports
Yeah,
One drama immediately,
I mean, I said
immediately.
control the
Well,
narrative.
Joy Taylor.
That's what Podcast P needs to be
Nah,
doing since his
nah,
basketball career is
podcast P
coming to
has
a
3 more
close.
years at about $50 million. He'll be reporting every single day. They gave that man a contract. I know they're sick because normally the contract gets bad in like the back half. I've never seen somebody sign a contract in
Yeah,
day one. It's a bad contract.
Hey man, he might be reporting, but he
Yeah, he
might
might as
not be
well get his
playing.
podcast back going,
He
bro.
might be sitting.
Yeah, get your podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid's out for the year. Embiid might be cooked as a pro. Like, I don't know if his body can
yeah.
handle 100 games a year.
Hey, the
No,
downfall of
it's
the Sixers
crazy.
needs to be studied, man. It's
Hey, bro,
actually crazy.
I've been trying to tell people, and
Everything
not
right.
the answer.
a promising team to, wow, this team actually has to go
Bruh,
straight into a
at one
rebuild.
point they had good Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, JJ Redick.
That was their year. Unfortunately,
They ran
they
to
ran
Kawhi,
into
bro. You
Kawhi.
got to run it back, press Jimmy Butler as your second or third best player.
They said, "Give me Tobias Harris."
Got to run it
Yeah.
back. F Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they got rid of Jimmy. Tobias was trash. Ben Simmons had mental health issues. Joel Embiid just kept getting injured, but he did
He
win
got
MVP. So I mean,
And the worst part is OKC owns all their picks.
whenever a team starts doing bad, who owns their picks? Who owns their?
OKC owns everybody's picks, bro. I was listening to some podcaster, bro. Oh yeah, Lakers Lounge. He was saying, bro, OKC has so many picks. Eventually, they're gonna have to. They're not like if they don't trade the picks and they actually draft players, they're not gonna have enough roster space. They have so many.
They're gonna start making. They gotta.
They're gonna be like, bro, you have 21 players now because you had like 6 picks this year. Like, trade somebody. Said they refused.
Jeez.
So
Yeah.
I hope the Josh situation gets figured out. Super quick prediction, like, do y'all think the league is gonna keep like fighting him for the grenade stuff, or do y'all think the league is gonna kind of be like, okay, if we do something, it's gonna make the story bigger. So you do you, bro. You got it. You won.
Yeah, I think if they just leave it alone right now, like yeah, he won. But Adam Silver's a prideful man.
Oh,
so
he's
I don't know
lucky
if he'll
David
let that
Stern wasn't here. Actually, they said David Stern wasn't playing games.
Oh, David Stern wouldn't have cared about finger guns, bro. He would have cared about beating women. But David Stern, they'd be like, "Oh, what do you think of Ja's celebration?" It's a celebration.
Does he beat women? No. Oh.
Matters. Adam Silver, because the league's sweet now, he's like, I have to do something to make my presence known. I'd be forgetting about Adam
Yeah,
Silver,
but
to
for
be
some
honest with you.
reason, he doesn't have the same like reputation as David Stern did. David Stern, even if you didn't like him, you were like, yeah, that's a leader right there. That's a strong leader. Adam Silver, I think honestly, Adam Silver is more on the bread side, bro. Adam Silver is trying to get the league in Europe, trying to get the league in Vegas, trying to get the league in Seattle. Adam Silver is sitting in the back room making some deals.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Grant, bro? They gonna find the man or let him slide?
They'll let him slide. I think the grenade is enough where they can let him slide. Because I feel like if you're a kid watching Ja do like this, it doesn't really look like anything. If you're a kid watching Ja do like this, it's like, okay, this is obviously a gun. So I think Adam Silver will let him slide. But the only issue with letting him slide is you let him get comfortable.
Yeah, right.
He begins to test the waters.
Yeah.
He might go down and his celebration might be this, like a flash gun and come back down.
Sock,
my issue is I feel like we've had gun celebrations before. Like I remember when Kobe did this, he did the 3 and blew it off and like hosted it. So it's like
it's
they're
giving Ja
just
the double standard because he put it on social media. Honestly, they're giving him the major double standard. I think if they're going to keep doing this, they have to say league wide no gun celebrations. But when they do that, they should also say, but all other celebrations, we're going to stop giving y'all texts. God dang.
Yeah. Or even when Jamal Murray did the arrow.
Was saying, like, are we really
they was doing the arrow a lot.
Weapons, like no bow and arrow. Somebody was like, bro, no slingshot. Golly, bro. Let us know what y'all think, man, about Ja Morant, Mike Malone in the comments. Weirdly, both teams fired their coach, but they're both in the playoffs, and they're both kind of dangerous. So we will see what happens. We appreciate y'all joining us. This is 3 in the Key. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon/Audible Podcasts, YouTube. We're on everything, man. All right, man. See y'all next time.